Hello dear students, today we will discuss about friction concept. Dear students, you already know that relative motion. So relative motion means a motion of one body with respect to another body. So that's when we consider that a relative motion. For example, here we consider that two bodies. So both bodies are in motion. So one body moving with one velocity, another body moving with another velocity. For example, here we consider that first body moving with 20 meter per second and a second body moving with 10 meter per second. So this reason, so velocity of one body with respect to another body. So this one we consider that a relative motion. The same way, so two bodies are in motion. So motion of one body with respect to another body. So that's when we consider that a relative motion. Okay, so today our concept is a friction. So friction means opposition offered to relative motion. Opposition offered to relative motion. It means suppose here we consider that so this one is one body and here we consider that this one is another body. So two bodies are in a contact. Okay, so one body it is in a motion, another one it is in a rest position. It means so this body moving on another body with respect to another body. So here what happened? So the body opposes the motion of another body. So this reason, so this one we consider that opposition offered to one body with respect to another body. It means another body means it is in a motion. So this reason, the definition of a friction we consider that it is a force which opposes the relative motion between two surface of bodies in a contact. It is the force which opposes the relative motion between two surface of bodies in a contact. Okay, so this reason here we consider that so this one is a surface. Yes, and one body is present on another body, and here we consider that so surface, so one surface of one body contact with another surface body. Then what happen? Suppose so this body start moving in this direction. Then what happen? So here when it start to moving in this direction, so opposite direction one force is developed. So that force we consider that a frictional force. Yes, so this reason, so this force opposes the relative motion when two bodies are in a contact. When two bodies in a contact, then what happens? So one body is moving with a particular one direction. So in this direction, so this body moving in this direction, then what happens? So opposite side one force is there. So that force we consider that a frictional force. So this reason, so this force opposes the relative motion when two bodies are in a contact. So without a contact we cannot find out the opposition force, because surround we consider that a frictionless object. It means we consider that air. Yes, it means a negligible amount of a frictional force is present. Suppose if we consider that one body and present another body on this body, then what happens? Here only we appears a frictional force. It means easily identify the frictional force. So this reason, so this frictional force opposes, so this frictional force opposes the relative motion, when two bodies are in a contact, So that's when we consider that a frictional force. Suppose here we consider that so this one is a rough surface. So rough surface, and the body present on this rough surface. Then what happens? So here we get a maximum frictional force because of a rough surface is there. Suppose if we consider that polished surface, it means a smooth surface. Then what happens? So frictional force decreases. It means rough surface shows maximum opposite direction of a force. So that's when we consider that frictional force. It means a rough force shows maximum frictional force. Suppose a polished surface or a smooth surface shows less frictional force. Then here we consider that different types of frictional force is there. The first one, static friction, and the second one, kinetic friction, and third one we consider that ruling friction. You already know that friction means it is opposes the relative motion when two bodies are in a contact. So different types of frictional force is there. One is static friction, kinetic friction, another one is a ruling friction. The first one we consider that static friction. The static friction, it means it is the force. So this one we consider that a force. Yes, it is the frictional force which comes into effect when a body tends to move over surface of another body. It is a frictional force which comes into effect when a body tends to move over surface of another body. Another one simple definition, the force of frictional force between two rest bodies. The force of a friction between two rest body. Okay, so here suppose we consider that so this one is body, and here we consider that another body. It means one body present on another body. It means present over on another body. So here what happened? Suppose I will apply 10 Newton of a force, then only so this body start to moving in a particular direction. When I applied 10 Newton of a force, then only body start to moving in a particular direction. Suppose I will apply only 1 Newton of force here, then what happens? So body still it is in a rest position because of a opposite direction of force is there. Suppose I will apply 2 Newton of force, so still body it is in a rest position. Suppose I will apply 9 Newton of force, then still body it is in a rest position. When we apply 9.999 Newton of force, then what happens? Still body it is in a rest position, but it's just come to or it's tend to move. When we apply 9.99 Newton of a force, then only so this body comes to just it's ready to start. So that's when we consider that static friction. When we apply complete 10 Newton of force, then what happens? Body start to moving. Up to 9.99 Newton we consider that a static friction. When we apply a small 0.001 Newton of force, then body start to moving. Yes, up to 9.99 we consider that a static friction. And here we consider that one limiting friction is there. It means up to 9.99 Newton force we consider that a limiting force friction. It means it is a maximum static friction. It is a maximum static friction, so that's one is nothing but a limiting friction. Yes, if you apply 9.99 Newton of force, so still body it is in a rest position. So this one we consider that a maximum static friction. So this maximum static friction is nothing but a limiting friction. Okay, another one we consider that a kinetic friction. So kinetic friction means it is the frictional force which comes into effect when a body move over surface of another body. It means, so here two bodies are in a contact to each other. Two bodies are in contact to each other when one body moving over another body. So here we get one opposite direction of a force. So this opposite direction of a force when body it is in a motion. So that's when we consider that a kinetic friction. So this body it is in a motion. Still we get a opposition force. So that force we consider that a kinetic friction. Yes, so frictional force is always opposite direction of a force. It means I will apply in this direction of force, then we get opposite direction of a force. So this opposite direction of force we consider that a frictional force. It means a frictional force is always opposite direction in a applied force. So this one is applied force and this one is a frictional force. So this reason, so direction of frictional force is always opposite to applied force direction, always opposite to applied force direction. So that's one we consider that a frictional force. Another one we consider that ruling friction. So ruling friction, it means it is a frictional force. It is a frictional force which come into effect when a body rules over a surface of another body. It is a frictional force which comes into effect when a body rules over a surface of another body. It means suppose here we consider that one inclined surface. One inclined surface, and here we consider that one of the body is start to ruling over on this inclined surface. Then what happen? So here we get a opposite direction of a force. So this opposite direction of a force we consider that a ruling friction. When body moving over another body, so here we get opposite direction of force, so this force we consider that a kinetic friction. And here, so one body contact with another body, so still this body it is in a rest position. So this reason, so here we consider that the force of friction between two rest body, the force of friction between two rest bodies, so that's one we consider that static friction, and maximum static friction is nothing but limiting friction. Yes, the next concept here we consider that laws of friction. So before going to this laws of friction, first we know that normal reaction. Normal reaction. Normal reaction. Okay, so normal reaction. So one thing, if you remember that frictional force is a self-adjusting force. Frictional force is a self-adjusting force. Why? Because, so here, suppose we consider that this one is one object and this one is another object present on this object. Suppose when you apply 10 Newton of force, then only so this body comes to motion or it start to moving in a particular direction. Suppose I will apply 1 Newton of a force, 1 Newton of force in this direction. The same 1 Newton of a force, we get the opposite in direction. Suppose applied force increases 1 to 2 Newton of a force, again we get opposite direction 2 Newton of force, then 3 Newton of force, I will apply 3 Newton of force, so opposite direction also we get 3 Newton of a force. Whenever the applied force increases, then frictional force is also increases at a certain limit. When it reaches 10 Newton of a force, so when it reaches 10 Newton of force, then what happens? So this body is start to moving in particular direction. Up to 9.99 Newton of a force, up to 9.99 Newton of a force you will apply on this body. So this body still it is in a rest position because of a limiting of friction. If you apply 10 Newton of a force, then what happens? So this body start to moving. So this reason, so frictional force we consider that a self-adjusting friction, self-adjusting a force. It means if you apply 1 Newton, then we get opposite direction 1 Newton, 2 Newton, then opposite direction 2 Newton. If you apply 9 Newton, then opposite direction 9 Newton of force. It means applied force increases. So opposite direction force is also increases at a certain limit. Afterwards what happens? So this opposite force decreases. When opposite force decreases, then only so this body start to moving in a particular direction. So this reason the frictional force we consider that a self-adjusting force. Okay, next one we consider that a normal reaction. So normal reaction means suppose here we consider that this one is a table. I will place book on this table. Okay, then here we consider that so this book having a particular mass, and downward we consider that acceleration due to gravity. So this reason, so in this side we consider that it means a book having particular mass, and downward we consider that acceleration due to gravity. So this reason here we get a weight of a body. So weight of a body in downward direction. Okay, but so this book still it is present on a table, but it cannot move downward direction because so here so table applies some upward direction of a force. Yes, so how much weight is there? The same amount of a force is applied upward direction. So this force we consider that a normal reaction. Yes, suppose here we consider that a weight of a body. Yes, so weight of a body, how much weight of a body is present? So that much of a normal reaction we will get. So this reason, so this book still it is present on a table. It cannot move downward direction. Suppose I will apply little bit force. It means I will apply some weight on this book. Then what happen? So normal reaction is also increases. Again I will apply some weight on this book. Then again normal reaction increases. Yes. So this reason, so weight of a body. So weight of a body, so how much weight is there? So that much of a normal reaction we will get, but it is in a opposite direction. Because weight it is in downward direction, so normal reaction it is in a opposite direction. It means upward direction. Yes, when weight of a body increases, automatically normal reaction is also increases. Yes, suppose here we consider that okay, so this marker present on my hand. Okay, I will apply some force. Then what happen? So still, so this marker it is present on my hand. Again I will apply some force. So still it is present on my hand. It means it is in rest position. I will apply maximum force. It means it start moving downward direction. It start moving downward direction. It means a normal reaction decreases. When you apply the force, so this object still it is in a rest position. Then what happen? So weight of a body is equal to the normal reaction. Both having the same magnitude but opposite in the direction. Both having same magnitude but opposite in direction. And a normal force is always perpendicular to the contact surface. So this one is contact surface, and this normal reaction is always perpendicular to the contact surface. Normal reaction is always perpendicular to the contact surface. And here, so this static friction, so static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Why? Because so body still it is in a rest position. Body still it is in a rest position because of a normal reaction. So this reason, so static friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. And here, so static friction is equal to the mu s into n. Okay, so static friction is equal to the mu s into n. So this mu s we consider that a coefficient of a static friction. So this mu s we consider that a coefficient of a static friction. Yes, so this mu s we consider that a coefficient of a static friction. So next one, so coefficient of a static friction is nothing but it is the ratios. Okay, so it is the ratios of a limiting value of a friction divided by normal reaction. So limiting value of a friction divided by normal reaction. Okay, limiting value of friction. So limiting value of friction means a maximum static friction divided by normal reaction, divided by normal reaction. So mu f we consider that coefficient of a static friction. So coefficient of a static friction is nothing but it is the ratios of limiting a value of a friction divided by normal reaction. Yes. So next concept we consider that a law of friction. So law of friction, the first law, frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Whenever the frictional force increases, as well as normal reaction is also increases. So this reason the frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. And the second one, the frictional force depends upon the nature of a surface of a bodies in a contact and their roughness. It means whenever the roughness of a body increases, then a frictional force is also increases. So this reason the frictional force depend upon nature of a surface. It means two bodies having a rougher surface, then what happen? The frictional force is also increases. Suppose the two bodies having a smooth surface or polished surface, then frictional force decreases. So this reason the frictional force depend upon nature of a surface of a bodies in a contact and their roughness. And the third one, the frictional force does not depend on the area of a surface of a bodies in a contact. The frictional force does not depend on the area of a surface of a bodies in a contact. It means if area increases but a frictional force remains same, because it's depend only roughness of a bodies. And next one, the frictional force or the direction of a frictional force is parallel to the surface of a bodies in a contact and opposite to the motion of a body. Opposite to the motion of a body. It means, so this frictional force, is always parallel to the contact surface. It is always parallel to the contact surface, and so this frictional force is opposite to the applied force. Frictional force is opposite to the applied force, and it is always present parallel to the contact surface, Okay, so these are, we consider that laws of a frictional force. And the next concept here we consider that advantages of a friction or uses of a friction. The first one, so friction is used for writing on a paper. It means without a friction we cannot write on a paper. And friction is used for walking and playing. It means without friction, then what happen? We cannot walk. Why? Because we can say that in a smooth surface we cannot walk easily. If a rougher surface is there, then we can walk easily. So this reason, so this presence of friction, we can walking and playing easily. Then friction is used for driving the vehicle. Okay, so without friction, then what happens? So skid. So body becomes, it means vehicle becomes skid. So this reason, with the presence of friction, we can easily drive. And next one, so friction is used for braking the vehicle. It means with the presence of a rough surface, so when we apply the brake, so vehicle easily, it is in a, it means so this vehicle comes to the rest position. Suppose if we consider that a smooth surface, in a smooth surface, if you apply the brake, the vehicle cannot stop easily. If a rough surface is there, then what happens? So vehicle stop easily when we apply the brake. Friction is used for lighting a matchbox. If friction is there, then easily lighting a matchbox. So friction used to climb a tree. Friction is used for a stitching of a cloth. Friction is used to make a knot. Friction is used to hold a thing in our hand. Friction is used for nails and a screw to hold things together. And next we consider that advantages of a friction. So disadvantages of a friction. The first one, friction causes wearing and tear of a machinery parts. It means wearing and tearing. ಅಂದರೆ ಜನರಲಿ ಈ ಸವಿಯುಕೆ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ರಿ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ಮಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ ರೀ ಬರ್ಬರ್ತಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋ ಸಮಯದಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೌಕೋತ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀರಿಂಗ್ of the machinery part. So friction reduce the efficiency of a machine. It means the strength of a machine decreases because of a friction. So friction always opposes the relative motion. Thus extra energy have to be spent in overcoming the friction. It means a friction is always opposes the relative motion. Suppose a body is start moving on a rough surface, it means it's a require maximum energy. So this reason, so it always opposes the relative motion. So thus it's a require extra energy. It's a require extra energy to body move. So this reason extra energy has to be spent in overcoming the friction. Heat is produced between a different movable parts of a machine due to friction and cause a damage to the machine. It means in the presence of friction, so heat will be developed. So friction present idre enagutte, so heat enagutta increase ಆಗೋತ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Next one, so the speed of automobiles cannot be increased behind a certain limit due to friction. It means the speed value goes on, it means it's decreases because of presence of a frictional force. Then method of reducing friction. How to reduce this frictional force? So friction can be reduced by polishing. It means if you consider that a polished surface, then body easily move over on another body. So this reason here the friction can be reduced by polishing. Then friction can be reduced by using ball bearings. Vehicle ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಏನು ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಬಿಯರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲ್ ಬಿಯರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಬಾಲ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ reduce or friction can be reduced by using ball bearings. Next one, the friction can be reduced by lubricants. So lubricants means oil and grease. So oil ಮತ್ತು grease ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. The friction can be reduced by a streamlining. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕರ್ವಿಂಗ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ, ಸೊ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಸೊ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್.